Good morning, everyone. Today we are on day 10 of 30 days of sketches. So we're 1/3 of the way through. And it's also Tool Time Tuesday. And Lorraine Wilmot is the sketch artist here. And she has a wide mat on the outside, a thin mat here, and then she has another interior paper, and then she has 2 layers of mats behind the photo and then the photo mat, so really 3. And then she's got embellishments here and the title here. And so anyway, when my sister was here, she made this peach tea. Oh, and for Tool Time Tuesday, we're using a stapler. A staple. Actually, I'm going to use 2. And she made this peach tea. And anyhow, she's like, oh, we have to take a photo of it. So it's like we put it out on my new cutting board that I just purchased at Walmart. Because I have some of those plastic ones, and I'm down to 2, and I had 3. So it's like, okay, I need a new cutting board. So we've got a couple of peaches there. We cut 1 peach and put some slices in our glasses. Super good. She had mixed it up in a jar. So that's my picture. My papers are, the gingham was from, I think this was a Jen Hadfield paper. And from a paper pad. I'm using this wood paper from P13, their MaxiCreative pad wood. Yeah, it's the same thing on both sides. So one side looks like this and the other side looks like this. And I'm using the dark side because it looks like my cutting board. I'm going to be using the gingham, and there's nothing on the back of that one. And I've already cut them down. And I cut them out of the interior because both of them I could use as, you know, outside mattings. And then this is the, it is from Prima, and it's called Peach Tea Collection, which is perfect. And it's called, this paper I think is called just Peachy. And so this side, I actually bought it, I bought 2 of these because I liked both sides, and I showed you this in the making the page kits. So this goes here, but I've already cut it out because it's like, yeah, I'm saving this or this, one of them. And here's my other pieces that I've cut out. So it's like, I really did some cutting on those. And so, I mean, both papers were so pretty. So I bought 2 of them just so I could have 1 of each side. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and put this on here. Even though all the papers are kind of sturdy enough, since, I guess I'm going to have to go get some tape. Okay, I refilled my tape and I went ahead and taped the papers down. So today, since I am using my stapler with Tool Time Tuesday people, I am going to make this little tea bag. And so I've taken this mulberry paper because I thought that kind of looks like a tea bag, and I've cut it down to 2.5 inches, I'm pretty sure, by 4 inches, I think. Oh, I guess it's 4 and, well, it's about 4 1/4. And then I'm going to fold it this way and then fold it back over like this so that it overlaps about 1/4 inch in the middle. And then I'm going to fold it again this way. But first I'm going to put some sequins in there so it kind of looks like little peachy things. And I have these ones that are kind of a ivory, but they're a little more peachy in color. Because the colors that I'm matching, I tried to use this little peach sticker I had too, but there's so much pinky shades in here that I need to go a little bit more that way. So I'm using these kind of yellowish, peachy tones. And I think I'm going to put in a few of these little yellow ones too. So I'll just put in, probably 5 of those. And then from my sequins, that is Hero Arts Seashore, I picked out some of the ones, since I had it laying here, I noticed that some of those were kind of that yellowish pink tones. And so I'm going to throw some of those in here too. And I don't know if I'm wearing them or if they actually went in. I don't know. Looks like one I'm missing. Oh no, here it is. Okay. And then I have some that are, I would say, a true peachy color. And they're super tiny, so I'm going to throw in a few of those. And then here's some that are, they're almost a pumpkin. So I'm going to put those in here too, just because when it's filtered through this mulberry paper, I think all these colors will look pretty together. And here's some more of these peaches. And what's this? That's kind of purpley. Okay, purpley. I tell you how I make out these color names. Okay, so I'm gonna make this my little tea bag. And once I put some glue on it, I will kind of tip them towards the front. And I actually looked up trying to find like how to fold a tea bag. And do you think I could find that? No, they have like tea bag folding, but it's like some other kind of fancy thing that doesn't look like what I was looking for, even though they were cute. Okay, so I'm gonna glue that in the middle. And I would think that this paper would glue super easy. Okay, now I'm going to kind of try to get it all towards the front because I want to see all those little colors in there because I think that would look like tea. And then this one, oh, I think this one's maybe a little bigger than my sample. Maybe not. Okay, then I'm going to kind of fold it down, and then I'm going to fold it a little bit, kind of so I'm making like a little bit of a point, so it kind of looks like it's shaped like a house. And I mean, I don't even know if this is the way that it should look, but this is the one I made and I thought, yeah, that looks like it. Okay, so I'm making it like that, and this one's maybe a little bit smaller, but that's okay. And then where's my string? I know I moved it here. Okay, so I've got this. Okay, I've got this here, the string. And let me see if these scissors will make it, because my other ones are a little harder to reach. Okay, yep, that does it. And I'm going to glue this into here first, because when I staple, you know how the back of the staple, it's like it would end up right there. So I'm going to glue it first. Kind of push it in there. It shouldn't take long to glue. Okay, and then I'm going to use my little stapler. Now usually when I actually use a stapler or scrapbooking, I usually use it like on boy pages. And oh, I'm really off to the side. Don't want to just stick with it or pull it off. I don't want it like that. I guess I'm pulling it off. As I'm asking myself, since I'm filming, it's like, do I want to do that or not? I'm already pulling it off. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can get that in there a little better. I mean, this is one of these little, this was my mother-in-law's, And I thought, oh, I could use a small stapler for scrapbooking. So I brought that home. And then I have this little piece, and it was actually one of the pieces that are on this back of this peach paper. And all the embellishments I think I'm using are from the other side of this wood paper, but the full sheet, because I just took the whole thing and cut it. Okay, so again, I'm going to put glue on here. Oh, maybe I'll glue the whole thing. I've got an extra piece of paper here. So maybe I'll just glue the string right in there. I think it'll be easier. And this is, I think, a little bit smaller or really close to the same size. So I'm gonna just press that in there, even though I don't think they're actually like that. And then I'm gonna put another staple in it because, you know, there's a staple here and there's a staple here on the tea bags I've used. Okay, so that's what I had already decided I was doing this peach tea when I realized it was going to be the Tool Time Tuesday. So I thought, well, let's see, what can I use it on this, you know, on this peach page. And then I realized using that, oh, I got a little sequence here. Making a little tea bag would be perfect. Okay, and then I am going to put peach on here, this little word, and it's with those, where's my little tweezers? It's the Heidi Swap letters, and they're so cute. I probably told you the measurement of them before. They're 3/8 of an inch tall. And I like them because sometimes you need little letters. And so I'm going to put that right across here. Oh, let me tell you this story while I'm doing this. When one time I made all my Christmas cards and I got them all written up and typed them onto the computer and then printed them out onto the cardstock I was going to use. And I did 50. So I printed them all out, you know, 2 per paper, and I was using the Bible verse from Isaiah about the Prince of Peace, and I had my friend look at it, and she's like, oh yeah, it's really nice, but you wrote the Prince of Peach. So I don't know if it auto-corrected or if I did it. I'm thinking I probably did it. So I had to go home and print out 50 more. Okay, now I'm actually covering this up. My little staple. But that's okay. I know it's there. So, and it's a little crooked. Let me see if I can put it back up. Slide it up a little bit. And it wouldn't have fit the other way. I have to go this way. I should have made it a little bigger. Okay, I think that's as straight as it's gonna get. The rest of my title is gonna be so easy. This is the hard part here. Okay. I might have to glue that one on because it ended up over the staple. Okay, so that's there. I love these papers together. I think they're so pretty. Okay, so I've got my picture, and then I'm going to layer it on top of this. And this is one of the Heidi Swap papers. And you see, if you watch the me putting the kits together, you've already seen this. And I'm gonna tilt it, and this was just a scrap. So I guess this is the only piece that is actually not from this paper. Well, these 2 papers are together. Everything else is from that same paper, like what I'm using for the background, even though it's a separate paper. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on and on. Okay, and I've cut out this little jar, and now it was cut on this one side, so I want this side to show. So I'm gonna put that underneath here, and I'm gonna put this also underneath here. So let me start with layering that. Let's see, maybe I want some of the peach to show, a little bit of the words. I'm thinking that's probably good there. Okay, so I'm just kind of layering things as I go along here. And I'm gonna have to have a little bit of tape on this, or maybe I'll just put a little bit of glue on here because I think my tape might be wider than how much I can actually, I wanna actually stick underneath there. Okay. So I'm gonna tuck this with the peach right above there. Oh, and you know what? I want the peach up just a little bit higher because I want to be able to see just about all that peach. Maybe I need to do this first. Okay, I think about there. Okay, and then I want to see as much of that peach as possible. So I think like that. Okay, I think that's good. Now she had it right in the middle, but I'm gonna actually push it to one side because I'm gonna use this great big peach cluster that I cut out of that paper because I love it all. So I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit. You know, we need to make the sketch work for us. And I also have this that I cut from it that says iced tea. So I'm gonna put that up in here too. So I need to make sure I have enough room for that. So that's gonna be about here. So my photo is gonna be about right here, I would say. Okay, so I think probably about there. Okay, but I'm gonna add this, and I can cut off, where's my scissors? This was a scrap from, it's probably part of the peach, but I'm gonna tuck it underneath here because she has those layers in there, so I'm just adding more layers. So she had one on each side and the one behind it, but I'm adding a few more. Okay, and I don't want to stick that down yet. Okay, so I think probably right here. So I'm gonna add that like that. And I mean, I'm kind of doing this, all this adjusting because I'm gonna have this kind of overlapping the other extra matte. So I think probably about there. So I think I can tape that down. So see how messy it is back there, but I'm getting to use the different pieces, and I mean, I like having the extra things that I'm using for, I like using my scraps. I mean, it's like the before we started the 30 days of sketches in October this month, I was like really tearing into my my little scraps, trying to get rid of them because I have like this overabundance, and it's like I just can't throw them away. I need to like use them. Okay, so I've got this going here, and I think, let's see, I'm trying to make sure I have all my parts. So I think this is next, and I'm gonna overlap my picture but that's okay. It's not one of the kids. And I have this that's cut out from, you know, the pieces too. And it, you know, it looks like Georgian architecture to me. So it's like, I just want to use it. So even though it doesn't call for anything going off the edge here, I'm going to use this because I like it. You know, I have a degree in interior design. I love architecture. So I'm just going to use it. And I'm going to tuck it in there, show as much as I can without showing where I cut it off at. So I think about right there because I want my peaches to be about here. So I'm going to go for it. You know, making the sketch work for you because, you know, I might not have the opportunity to use it again. Okay, I'm going to tip this up a little bit more like this, I think, because I'm trying to stay with the corner. Okay, and now when I cut this out, there was like background. So I've cut it out and it's kind of odd, like this one isn't even touching. But I'm going to fill that in, you'll see here in a minute. Again, just making everything work. I got a little too much tape there, so I'm going to push it under because I don't want to tear that off. Okay, now I'm just making sure that I cover up where I cut things off before. Okay, so that should cover everything up there. Is it? Okay, I'm gonna kind of rearrange here. It's got it all covered up, cover up that big scallop I have taken out of the house there. Okay, and then I have this leaf that came out of here. So I'm actually just gonna put it in here, make it look like it's always been there.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tuck that in here. And this one here where, see, this part is not touching, but I have this leaf here that was someplace around here, but I'm just gonna make it overlap that part where it's not connected. And I hope I'm in this frame here. So I'm just gonna overlap it there. So now it just looks like it's always been there. I've got this tape down there. Okay, I think this is all I've got left to put on is my little bag of tea. So I think I can just put some tape on it, maybe. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna overlap that little jar there. I probably should have put this the other way around. Oh, you know what? I want to do this, so that will work. Because I want to make a little loop in the string. And if you've been here long enough, you've seen that I usually make a little trail for my loop. So I'm gonna make this little trail however I want it to go. So let's see. So I'm gonna do and then make this little loop like this. Okay. So let's see, do I want to pull it in more? I could have maybe made my string just a little shorter. Okay, I'm wondering if I can just cut it off. I think I'm just going to cut it here. And then I'm going to just lay it over top.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it doesn't really have to be connected. I'm going to put it right here. Because that's where I want it. Okay.
Well, we had got
Nope, I almost pulled off my A. I hope these, I haven't had any problem with them falling off, but that H might need something extra. We'll see. Okay. And I think I'm gonna kind of pop this little tea bag up a little bit. So it's kind of, looks like there's tea in it. Oh, look at that. I've got 2 bottles of glue open. Okay, and then I figured, since I got that glue open, I'm gonna put a few of these sequins that I've used in the bag. I'm gonna put those around here. So let's see, I'm gonna maybe put a spattering. I'm just gonna put glue where I'd like to see them.
is your dryer electric or gas?
I think I'm gonna put like 5. Okay, where's my little pickup tool? Pickup tool, where are you? Here it is. You know, I have not, I start picking up, but I never get it all picked up. I don't know if you guys are like that or not.
You have baseboard heat?
Okay, there's one. Put one of these little pumpkin colored ones.
You got little things running along the bottom of your
So I'm just kind of putting all these different colors. I'm gonna do these tiny, tiny ones.
Oh, you have that.
We'll see how much I really have stuck in there.
So you probably have
I think I got 2 over here. Okay, there's another one. Yep. Oh, it might be stuck. Okay. So let me put one. I think I need one more here. Since I put 2 in that one spot. Because you know I gotta have odds. Oh. My camera quit. Okay, I'm gonna throw some over here. And some down in here. Okay. I like that pumpkin-y color. Pumpkin-y, purpley. Don't they all have little E's after them? All the colors. Okay, some of these. Trying to be faster. Okay. I'm gonna put 2 of those together. Okay, I think. Sometimes when I put them down, it's like sometimes they stand up. It's like, what's going on? Okay. Okay, and then I just am gonna put a few over here someplace because I need something up here at the top. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. And this was a fun one to work with. And I told you who did it, right? The sketch? Yes, Lorraine Wilmot. And I think she did one last year, or the last episode. I don't know what to call it. The last time that we played this. So remember to go check out all the ladies that are playing the Tool Time Tuesday and see what they do with their stapler. And go over to the Facebook group and to the YouTube group and you can see who else did this sketch. I really, really love it. I think it's so fun. And I really loved working with this paper and getting all the embellishments basically out of that one paper, with the exception of this little one that I made. So thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. I will have close-ups at the end, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.